Blessed good morning, good evening, and good night, wherever you're watching from in the world. Thank you so very much for joining. This is Next Up Sports Talk. My name is Francis. Please feel free to hit the like button and the subscribe button because it's free 99. It's free 99. It don't cost you nothing to hit that like and subscribe button, but it does help with the growth and the visibility of the channel. Thank you again to all my subscribers that are rewatching the videos, commenting on the videos. I see your comments, and I promise I'm going to get back to you as soon as possible. And for those that haven't yet subscribed to the channel, because it's about 40 to 50% of you, what you waiting on? Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content and you want to be a part of the Next Up Sports Talk family. Just so you know, you understand, this video is about Ravel Morrison. To me, the missing piece to this midfield being above average and competing with most of the teams in the CONCACAF and quite possibly some of the teams in the world. Could I be deluded? Could I be thinking more higher than I should be? Quite possibly, but we're going to get into that video right about now. I just want to say thank you to my Lord and Savior for another one, because without him, none of this would be possible. Big shout out to, again, each and every one of you. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel, and let's jump right into it. There's two names in this video that I want to bring to your attention. Speaking about the Reggae Boyz Midfield, which I feel like is just a few names away from just being above average, like I've said. Ravel Morrison is definitely one of them, and the other one is Malik mothersille. I'm going to dive closer into this video, and you let me know in the comment section. If you got Isaac Hayden playing in that 6 role, yeah, that stopper before you get to the back 4, he does a fantastic job of trolling the midfield, winning the second and third balls, but Isaac Hayden is not going to be the one to travel with the ball through the lines and create opportunities for the wingers. Do you understand? So having a Ravel Morrison who generally likes to take the ball off the foot of the CDM and travel with the ball, given all the skills and the talent that he actually has, him playing alongside Casey Palmer, who has some of those technical abilities, might not be as great as Ravel Morrison, but Ravel Morrison is up in age. And he hasn't been playing too often. But having him balance between Casey Palmer and Isaac Hayden, I think would be a fantastic midfield 3 going forward if we can get Ravel Morrison in this team. And I say it all the time. Think about this. Just think about this for a second, people. And y'all let me know. You have Damari Gray on the left, Leon Bailey on the right. You got Isaac Hayden in the 6, Ravel Morrison in the 8, and Casey Palmer playing that 10, because Casey being the younger midfielder, he'll be able to press more. You don't want to burn out Ravel Morrison. You want to keep him flowing around that midfield, helping to win those second and third balls, which he is good at. But also when he wins those second and third balls, he can move the ball pretty quickly and fairly quickly. He's going to make passes that are accurate. He's going to make passes that are on time. And he's going to make passes that's going to put the team in a good position to be successful. Yeah? But when you think about it at the same time, having Cephas coming off the bench, having Tyrese Campbell come off the bench, having Dejan Whisper come off the bench, and Kaheem Dixon coming off the bench, Bobby Reed, no disrespect to Bobby Reed, coming off the bench. Now we got depth in that midfield. We got depth on the wing. And obviously, you know, we got a ton of strikers that we can rotate between Warner Brown, Bailey Catamartiri, you know what I mean, Trevante Story if they give him an opportunity. And also Ramon Burrell and Shamar Nicholson. But thinking about that midfield, if you can add a Malik mothersille who, if you can't get a Ravel Morrison for whatever reason, adding a Malik mothersille as a backup in that midfield, I think would be tremendous. You can go like for like. You take off Casey Palmer and you bring on a Malik mothersille. If we can't get a Ravel Morrison, okay, you take off a Isaac Hayden and you can bring on Kero Anderson. If you want to bring on this Jashawn Anglin, you understand? That gives you more of a depth. But I think the starting midfield should be Isaac Hayden in the 6, Ravel Morrison playing that 8, and Casey Palmer in that 10. You got technical passing, you got technical moving, you have high IQ, and you have defensive ability between Ravel Morrison, between Isaac Hayden and Casey Palmer, going to give you that defensive force that you need by just his pressing, by him pressing and turning over the opposition, having them rush their passes, having them rush making a play. More often than not, when you're rushing, you're going to make bad decisions. So I think Ravel Morrison is the perfect person, in my opinion, to replace Bobby Reed in that midfield at the 8, because he would have more technical ability on the ball. His passing would be a lot better. His IQ would be better. And just pairing the passing, can you move between the 1-2 between Casey Palmer and Ravel Morrison in the final third, finding a Damari Gray or a Leon Bailey, Warner Brown, Shamar Nicholson, Bailey Catamarti, whoever's up front, just be able to feed those through balls on the ground, whether you bounce in between Ravel Morrison and Casey Palmer, I think will be fantastic. And then for that defensive shape going back, Ravel Morrison definitely comes back and he plays defense, and he Casey Palmer and Isaac Hayden can form that 3 in the middle that is going to win the second and third ball, and either of them can be off to the races. I'm just looking at depth, not only in the midfield, depth on the wing, and definitely depth up front. The back line, we have tons of depth in the back line. You can rotate these players in the back line, you understand? But thinking about a fresh Tyrese Campbell, a fresh Ronaldo Cephas coming off the bench, running at a tired opposition team, whoever the opposition is, would be fantastic. Now, if you take off Ravel Morrison, or you take off a Casey Palmer, you put in a Bobby Reed, or you put in a Malik mothersille in that midfield, would be fantastic. Now you know that Ian Frey can play that right back position. You got Ian Frey that can also play the right back position to give Dexter a breather. Or you can stick Joel Latibaudiere back there. You can even say, you know what? If and when Isaac Hayden is tired, you can put a Joel Latibaudiere to be his backup. So now you have more depth, you have more experience, you have players that have been there, they have done that in this Reggae Boyz team going forward. I think will be fantastic. But for me, and my point in this video is, I think the perfect midfield pairing, the 3 players that I think should start for the Reggae Boyz in this midfield, definitely should be Isaac Hayden in the 6, Ravel Morrison in the 8, Casey Palmer in the 10. The reason why I say Casey Palmer in the 10, because you can have Casey doing the pressing, and you can save the energy of Ravel Morrison that's going to pick up the ball from Isaac Hayden. He's going to travel through the line, so he's already going to be having a lot of miles, a lot of kilometers that he's going to be traveling from our final third into the final third of the opposition, and he can use Casey Palmer's technical ability to make the 1-2 passes, or to pass the ball out to Leon Bailey. They can play off one another, or Damari Gray, and then they can find whoever's in the final third and create easier opportunities for the team to score goals. That's what I'm looking for. Y'all talk to me in the comment section. Let me know what you're thinking. If you agree or disagree, that would be a fantastic midfield pairing. And then you can bring on a high energy Bobby Reed, Joel Latibaudiere. And if you want to, because I don't know the reason why, Malik mothersille can get into the team in the midfield, and he can come in. Also, don't forget, you got John Russell. You can bring John Russell in as well for Casey Palmer late in the game. He got the height. He has the ability to get forward. Depth. That's what I'm thinking about. But to start the game, I think Casey Palmer in the 10, Ravel Morrison in the 8, and Isaac Hayden in the 6 will be scary for a lot of these teams in the CONCACAF, and be very, very scary going forward into the World Cup, especially if we can have the depth that I'm thinking about in my head that we can have if we choose the right players for this 23-26 man squad for the World Cup. If you reach this far in the video, go ahead and hit that like button. It's free 99. What's up blank for that one? I said it's free 99, people. Also, if you haven't subscribed, there's about 50% of y'all that haven't subscribed to the channel that do watch the channel. And I want to say thank you for watching silently. But do the channel a favor if you want it to grow, and hit that subscribe button, because it's free. It only take you a second. And when you do hit the subscription button, hit that bell at the top and put all, so you know when I drop videos, you know when I go live. Thank you for everybody that watch the live streams. I appreciate y'all so very much. It's definitely showing, and I am forever grateful to you that you continue to support the channel in a major way. I got a bust a blank for all of you that subscribe. Another one for all of you that hit that like button. And definitely for all you that comment in the comment section, when you talk to me, you already know I'ma talk back. Ravel Morrison is the missing piece. There's two midfielders that for whatever reason, they cannot get into this team, and I don't understand why. One is Ravel Morrison, and the second one is Malik Mothersille. Both of these midfielders have so much technical ability that can offer to this Reggae Boyz midfield to raise the level, to raise the quality of this midfield. Is absolutely ridiculous that they haven't been into this team. There's no conversation as to why. Is it injuries? Are there things that are outside of the control? Whatever it is, it needs to be settled, because it's about the betterment of this team going forward. It's about the team making the best decisions to put ourselves to not only compete when we make it to the World Cup, but definitely not embarrass ourselves when we get there. At least one game we should win when we qualify for the World Cup. But definitely these two games that we have in the November window, if we can start with that midfield pairing, yeah? We're not talking about if Mason Greenwood comes, he definitely, for me, welcome. Welcome. A talent like that, you got to welcome. A talent like that, you open the doors and you roll out the red carpet. Don't be foolish, people. Don't be foolish. Don't be tough-headed. Don't let your emotions get into the way of stopping a talent like Mason Greenwood when he decides to join the Reggae Boyz squad. You open the door and you roll out the red carpet because he deserves that based on his talent. That's a fact. But in the meantime, in between time, having a Ravel Morrison in the 8, Casey Palm in the 10, and Isaac Hayden in the 6 will be a fantastic midfield pairing in my position. In my thought pattern, you let me know in the comment section if you agree or disagree, and I'll look to talk to you there. Yeah, be on the lookout for the next live stream. Again, hit the bell icon so you know when we're going live, because we're going to have a fantastic conversation. And you already know we're going to have a great time all the time. You already know what it is. Hit that like and subscribe button. It's free 99. It's your man Francis. Peace and blessings. Right up here, there's going to be 2 videos. There's going to be 2 videos up here. Make sure you go ahead and check it out. Yeah, click on the videos. Tell me what you think about them if you haven't already. And for you that haven't subscribed, yeah, I'm talking to you. Yeah, you. You know you're watching silently. If you haven't subscribed yet, it's free 99. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Peace and love and blessings. And Francis is out of here.